Welcome back to another episode of Dicking Around in the Garage. Yep, we're back for round 2. Come on down here. Yep, round 2. On the last, let's see, how's this working out? You guys should have saw the hitch install. And then you should have saw where we dove into the trailer wiring with the corroded pigtail and the 5-wire converted to 4-wire, which we converted back to, you guys didn't see me convert it back to 5-wire. But essentially I got a 5-wire plug and converted it back. Well, converted it from a 6 to a 5. Because the trailer is actually a 6-wire. But I converted it from a 6 to a 5. I have that harness all done. I don't have it connected under the trailer yet. I have it plugged in. I just don't have it routed. I have it plugged into the bike because I'm going to use the bike for my signals and stuff. And I think what I'm going to do, we're getting rid of the strobe because you guys know how I feel about strobes. We're going to see if we can't make the top lights turn and run, and bottom lights brake and run, and then you'll have the front lights for what do you call it? Yeah, you know, the thing, markers. But first we need to cut all this hacked crap out of here where we have problems. So we're going to get started on that. I can't believe that somebody would do this. I don't think that it's okay to run it down the road like that. So all this because why? I assume that you didn't feel like wiring your bikes up correctly for it. So you thought it easier to do all this and ruin perfectly good wiring. Because honestly, the only thing, all the wiring is sealed on this and it's run the way it's run. You shouldn't have any problems. The only problems that you should actually, I can foresee having, is the wiring on the tongue where it plugs into the bike. You can drag that plug, people make mistakes there. That should be the only issues that you have with wiring with a unit like this, because the lights are all sealed up. There's just, people think that they are changing things for the better, and in reality, all they do is make it worse for the next guy. So, we gotta pull all that wiring out of there. Hopefully it came out easy. See, that's the wiring for that light. So we're gonna have to pull carpet, and we're gonna have to pull that light out. I can see that in order to get good connections there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I need to do a little bit of work back here. I'll grab a light and a camera and explain to you guys what I'm going to do here. Bear with me, please. There's that strobe. Just goofy. Just goofy. But thanks for the P-clamps. I can use those elsewhere for something else. Excuse me, on the bike. Here's your wiring harness where it runs up into the trailer. Now mind you, all that was nice, sealed, one piece. No way for weather to get into it. So now I need to take that down, out, and extend it. Which I might have enough from where I added to the front to get up inside with my connectors. So I'm gonna excuse me. I'm gonna crawl underneath and see what I need to do to get that whole harness down and out of there. Add wire to it. Then I'll pull the wires up through one at a time. And like I said, we're going to try to make turn, run. I don't know if I'll be able to because it's only a 2-wire. So before I finalize putting anything together on them, sealing anything up, I'll just do some testing with wiring the lights and see what happens. And then we'll do brakes and run down here. We'll get rid of this thing. And we'll go from there. But hey, let's see what we can't fix. How's that sound? Here, I'll get that out of there, and then, like I said, I've showed you guys in previous videos with the bike harness that I assembled and all that, the connectors that I prefer to use when you have to fix something. So, and I think I've groped enough about being a hack. Please don't do it. But let me get this done, and then we'll kind of show you and walk you through how we're going to check and see if I can make a 2-wire light work as run and turn. Okay. I need your help. See the light right there? I'm gonna go up, turn the turn signal on, and you guys tell me if it flashes. See, I can't tell because the bike's flashing. I know the left is flashing on the bike and the right's flashing on the trailer, but that's just because that's the light I'm using for testing purposes. Alright, so I don't know what I was thinking. I was totally wrong in thinking it, and I thought better of it. I wanted to make those run and turn, but you can't do that with the 2-wire system. If you try to do that with a 2-wire system, the turn signal, or if you try to use it for a brake, it won't work because it's lit up already. You know what I mean? It's already lit up. So if you try to use it for a turn, it's not going to flash because you have constant power going to it. So the constant voltage and amperage is going to override the flash. You're not going to be able to get it to flash. Now I would assume you wouldn't be able to get it to brake light either. But I haven't tried that. That is a thought. but at the same time, that's an awful small brake light. It would be nice to have them both as running lights, but there's nothing wrong with having that just as a turn signal, as small of a light as it is. But we can try and see if you guys want to. You guys want to? I'm curious. I don't know if it'll work or not. Give me a minute. Let me change the film in the camera and set the brake light wire up, and then you guys can tell me. Alright guys, we're going to demonstrate why you can't wire things up the way that they had things wired up. Okay? Because things won't work correctly. So, I'm showing you guys the way we kind of had it. Trying to do stuff that just didn't work. He had a 4-wire connector. Let me come over here so you can see me. Had a 4-wire connector, but at the same time, he was trying to run brakes and turns out of these. That's why we were cutting all this out. He was trying to double brakes and turns off of a 2-wire. And I know that this can't be done. That's why we did the turn signal thing. I'm just being a bit of a smart ass right now. So for those of you who are typing in the comment section right now, you can't do that, or whenever I did the turn signal one, you can't do that, that won't work. No, of course not. I know it can't work. Not like total freaking idiot. But let's go hit the brake light and you guys tell me if that light gets brighter. Well, what'd it do? Of course it didn't get brighter. It's not going to. It's just like the turn signal idea. It's not going to. It's not going to. You have a 2-wire system. That light is designed to work one way. You can either use it as a brake light. Well, essentially, it's designed to be used 2 ways. However, you can use it 3 ways. One way you can use it is you can use it as a running marker light, tail light. You can use it that way. Another way you can use it is you can use it as a brake light. And another way you can use it is as a turn signal, which is what we're going to do. We're just going to wire it up as turn signal. These little lights up here are going to be turn signals. Down here on these lights, we have a 3-wire. Now on a 4-wire system, this wire will actually do brake and turn. It'll cancel out. So that's on a 4-wire system. We're running a 5 to 6-wire system is what we're doing. And the 6th wire, essentially all it is on the main plug on the 5-wire. All we did was take the black and the brown. So then I can run, instead of having a bunch of splices in the black wire, because I'm going to have a bunch anyway, but instead of having more than what are necessary, I can just run one single brown wire across. So let me shut the lights off to this thing, and we're going to wire brake light up, because this harness, yeah, it's a mess. This end of this harness actually comes up through here. So what we're going to do is we're going to wire this light up with tail light, ground, and brake off of these, and then we'll run a jumper for our ground and our other tail light. And these things are plenty bright enough. And you also have the license plate light. So you don't need all the stuff that's got head on this thing. You just don't. I mean, I either broke that off or cut that off. I don't even know if you can get this stuff away. But they work, so we will use them. Onward! Got that left side taillight wired up. We did use different heat shrink butt connectors because the solder style, it's just too tight, and we're putting 3 wires together, so that makes it a little difficult. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to pull the brown, white, and blue wires up through the hole together here. Get all this sorted out. Alright, there is absolutely no point in me keeping the camera on and showing you guys me wiring all this stuff up. Essentially, what we're going to do is take the wire here and hook this in. We'll leave it a little long. Wait before I cut that off of there. Yeah, we'll probably cut that off there to eliminate a splice. I wasn't sure how much wire I'd need or have, so we'll cut that off, eliminate a splice, do as few splices as possible. So we'll do that, then we don't have too much of a choice. We're going to have to come off ground here. We're not using Scotch locks. We'll come off ground here, then we will jump ground to here, then we'll jump ground to here, and you guys break it down to there. We will run ground to here. We will run black to here, but we'll also do brown light here, and obviously just straight shot for your turn signal up to here, straight shot for your brake light to there. And we may be able to use solder style connectors on just the ones that are getting single wire. If they get more than one wire, I'll use the regular heat shrink. It's not that big of a deal because they're inside, so they'll be all sealed up and everything. And then when the wire loom comes, we'll wire loom everything up. It's on order, but we'll wire loom everything up real nice and get everything situated back around. But for right now, I'm going to turn the camera off and get something done. Alright, there's a shot of the wiring. It's not all tidied up yet. We used the solder connectors where we could, and then where we had to use the regular ones for squeezing the wiring in. You know, it's not the prettiest stuff in the world to look at, but it functions. At least it should. Tail lights are on. Side marker lights on. What about this one over here? Yep, side marker lights are on. Running. Tail lights are on, they're working. You get a little bit of reflection for the top lights. Later on down the road, I may look into seeing if I can get a 3-wire light for that, but for right now, it should work. I'll go push the buttons. You guys tell me. These should light up as brake lights down here. And then we'll do the turn signals. You guys tell me if they're working or not. Alright guys, we'll give you front brake first. Are they both on? Now we'll give you rear brake. Did they both come on? Right turn. Left turn. Four ways. And back to just running lights. Well, are they working? Of course they're working. I did it. Jeez, Pete. Yeah, we may look into upgrading the license plate light to LED later on. We may look into seeing if we can't get small 3-way LEDs for here, because these are LEDs. But that'll be something later on down the road to think about and play with. But as long as they're working, right? So, yeah. That's a piece of advice. When you go and you buy something, don't be like me. I'll highly suggest that you would check the wiring on something like this. You know, make sure somebody hasn't hacked into it, and if they have, well, factor in the cost of what it's going to take to repair that, because wiring is tedious. It's not hard, it's tedious. and time consuming. I have a lot of time wrapped up in this. I would have said something to him, and if he wouldn't have took what I was offering, then I'd have walked away from it. I hate to say that because we haven't even slept in it or anything. We haven't even had it out. We just opened it up and we think we like it. But I'll let you guys know more on that when the weather gets a little bit better. Anyway, I'll go ahead. I'll wrap this video up. I thank you guys for watching. I know it has probably been a while since you guys have seen me out on the bike, and I'm just doing garage stuff on the Blue Biking Duel Thursday for Dickinaround the Garage. That's because the weather is not permitting to ride, and days that it has been permitting to ride, I've either been at work or here working on the bike and trying to get stuff straightened out. So I appreciate you guys' support for the channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it through this long, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Any suggestions? Leave it in the little doodad comment section there. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.